Her Gemini ascendant in the same sign as his Sun is a point of compatibility and agreement. Her Leo moon can work quite well with his Sun and Moon energies, as well as his rising Leo planets and his ascendant. And her Venus in Sagittarius, fairly close to his Moon in Sagittarius degrees, is another point of agreement. You could even say that her Jupiter in Aquarius is quite good, since it's in the air sign of his primary relationship house, the 7th, which would suggest happy, prosperous, expansive relations. The problem is when you dig a little more into the pluses and minuses of their chart-to-chart connections, you do discover that the minuses are considerable. The Jupiter in Aquarius is a good sign, but opposing his natal Pluto suggests that a huge disagreement may surface at some point in their relationship, and when you see that transiting Saturn is currently in those very degrees, conjoining her Jupiter and opposing his Pluto, it becomes all too real in suggesting that time might just be around now. The Venus to Moon conjunction is good, but the problem is that transiting Neptune is moving into square these degrees all through 2022, so that her Venus and his Sun are impacted at the same time. And the Neptune square happening between two people is the last aspect you would want toward expressing any kind of deception-free, honest agreement on anything. In other words, this one is no good at all. And then you notice that her Mars, Sun, and especially Mercury are right in there, lighting up his very pesky Access Hollywood T-square. This is the one that would tell you right from the start that this person is dangerous to him should conditions arise to manifest the downside of this T-square, that she turns into a grand cross with her planets in Capricorn. And when you notice that in the middle of 2022, Jupiter is cruising through the Aries section of the cross, his 9th of legal affairs, you know that things are liable to get extremely sticky. And for the icing on the cake, her Saturn is in the same house for him, Capricorn, the 6th, and opposing his Saturn-Venus conjunction, and on the Venus alone, which rules his 10th of reputation, well, again, if conditions are ripe, she can really deal a blow to his reputation. And notice that transiting Pluto will be going through her Saturn degrees next year, even while it also will still be opposing his Venus. None of this is good. Very, very dangerous stuff. There is fear that some have expressed that her life could be in danger as a result of knowing things that powerful people want to keep quiet, since she could use such knowledge as leverage to lower her very troublesome legal exposure. And certainly transiting Pluto over the ruler of her sun sign, Saturn, through the 8th sign is the kind of dangerous transit you want to avoid if your situation is going to generate opportunities for someone to harm you. But I'm going with the hope that she will be able to survive long enough to deal the Orange Menace, the kind of body blow he so richly deserves, which I will say fits really neatly with transiting Uranus in his chart, squaring his natal Venus for pretty much the rest of his life as the female figure that causes you serious problems. And note that Ghislaine's natal Uranus is tightly square his 12th house of criminality Mercury. So, in summary, yes, she is a very serious threat to the Mar-a-Lago orange blob, and as far as I'm concerned, I would be totally on board with her cutting a deal to avoid any serious punishment, as long as her testimony or other information completely ruins the orange malefactor.